We go now.
From the last challenge, I came out on top. This is the next challenge, crossing and shooting.
So who's crossing it? You?
Yeah, I'll cross it.
No, wait.
Well, go on then.
There you go.
Nice and simple.
I see. That's my hip gone.
Here we go now.
Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Hope you're having yourself a great Sunday. I am always buzzing after a win. When you play on a Saturday, Sundays is lovely. It's relaxing. It's chill out. It's love it. Love it. Love playing on a Saturday as well, right? And was really happy to get through that game. It was a really tough game yesterday. We knew Newcastle. That's what they're like. They're very well organised, difficult to break down. They lumped everything up to Andy Carroll. You know, it was very direct by them and nearly paid off for them. They had a big chance near the end where Leno, thank God for Leno, shows that we need a backup keeper. That I thought that was quite significant that Leno played and not Runarsson, right? Showing that then they haven't got complete faith yet in him as the backup goalkeeper, and that's something that we need to get sorted in this January transfer window. I remember yesterday I spoke about Arsenal possibly being back interested in David Raya of Brentford. Maybe that could come off, but really infused to see a good performance in the end. And Smith Rowe again, he's the guy right now. First of all, nearly getting sent off, which that was ridiculous, but they should have booked that Newcastle player for that scream. Bloody hell. He should, you know what? He should audition for one of those horror films to do the voiceover. That scream he let out when he was not even touched was unbelievable. But thankfully it was rescinded, the red card. That was after the referee looking at it about 6 times. Looked like he was determined to try and stick to his decision. But it was obvious that it was never a red card. That was rescinded. And then Smith Rowe goes down the other end, and what a fantastic finish by him. Brilliant. The composure, the way he took it on his chest, the way he just drilled it into the corner. Fantastic goal by Emil Smith Rowe. And I was so happy for him. Again, it was those young players who really turned it. To be fair, Xhaka and Lacazette played their part as well. But it was the young players that led the way. And a lot of people after the game saying, see, we don't need a number 10. What do we need a number 10 for? We got Smith Rowe. No, that showed me yesterday that we definitely need a number 10. Yes, we do have Smith Rowe. Yes, he is brilliant at the moment, and he has to start week in, week out. But what happens if anything? What if anything happens to him? What if he would have got a 3-game ban yesterday and that had been a straight red? There had been one of those other heats where there's no VAR and he'd be out for 3 games. Then what? We clearly saw that Willian is not the guy who's going to step into that. And then who else have we got? Willett? No. We need another number 10. It's obvious when you saw that game yesterday. Smith Rowe, brilliant, but he's not going to be able to play every single game from now till the end of the season. And we need strength in that position, and we need competition for places. So that for me was very evident in that game yesterday. Now, talking to number 10s, what about this guy? There was a lot of rumors going around yesterday before the game that it was announced that he was leaving. It turned out to be a hoax. That message. I don't know why people waste their time with them sort of stuff, but it turned out to be a bit of a hoax. That stuff that was put out saying that he's definitely agreed a move to Fenerbahce. That was not true. However, his brother put this on his Instagram or on his Twitter. Look at that. With a winking emoji there, Fenerbahce, right? So I think that tells you all you need to know, that Mesut Ozil is leaving. Now, what I found amazing about this whole Mesut Ozil situation was I was reading about the offer that Mesut Ozil has made to Arsenal. They're still negotiating at the moment. It's still looking like Fenerbahce. As I said, that's what his brother put out yesterday. So that put out today, and that makes it look even more likely. But there's a bit of a sticking point in whether it's going to be a loan till the end of the season, in which Arsenal are saying they don't want to pay any of the wages, or will there be a payoff from Arsenal to Mesut Ozil, and then Mesut Ozil moves? Now, what made me laugh, right, is I was reading this about this payoff, right, that apparently Mesut Ozil's people have been saying to Arsenal, listen, instead of paying him the £350,000 a week or £7-8 million from now till his contract runs out, you can pay it to us in installments. That would be, and you could pay it to us over the next 3 years at a rate of 68 grand a week. So until 2023, you can pay us 68 grand a week, and you can pay it off in that way. Unbelievable. When I saw that, I was like, Mesut Ozil, trust me, he's bantering up Arsenal, man. I mean, £68,000 a week payoff, and you're not even here. It's like he's leaving and he's saying, right, I'm going to still leave a forward in your side. You're still paying me like I'm here for the next 3 years as well. I can't see Arsenal agreeing to that. But when I really think about it in the cold light of day, it's business. He's got a contract. His contract says £350,000 a week until June 2021. He's not done anything wrong. He's not broken any rules. They owe him that. If he decides to stay, they have to pay him the money. They owe him that money. He signed a contract. If a player leaves, I think I did an interview with Mo yesterday, and he was saying that if a player, turns around and goes on strike and says we want to leave, we'll all slag him off, wouldn't we? This guy's not saying that. He's saying, I either stay till the end or you pay me off. So when you really think about it, he's not doing anything wrong. He's actually doing everything in accordance to his contract. But we're going to have to wait and see how it turns out. But it does look like, as I said, when his brother's posting that up on his Twitter account, to me, that shows that he's definitely on his way. Lots of deadwood on the move. Sokratis is another one that also trying to move out the door. Genoa, apparently, over there in Italy, they've given him till the end of the week. They really want him. And they've given him until the end of the week to make his mind up. Do you want to come to us or not? Let us know, or we're going to move on to another target. And so Sokratis has got a decision to make. Real Betis, apparently another club that's interested in signing Sokratis. And also Fenerbahce said to be involved. He's got a few clubs. He's 32 now, of course. He's not played a minute for Arsenal. Again, will he move or will he stay? Another guy that's on very high wages. He's not going to go and get that 90-odd grand a week if he moves to one of these clubs. Maybe there could be some sort of payoff deal to do with his thing as well. But at the moment, he's still here. But could he move this week? That'd be very interesting to see. It's all about movements at the moment. Movements out. Mustafi, very noticeable yesterday that he wasn't even in the squad. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but in these FA Cup games and that, normally he definitely would be playing, wouldn't he? Or he would definitely be on the bench. He wasn't even on the bench. Chambers was on the bench, but Mustafi wasn't even on the bench. And that suggests to me that he's on his way out as well. Now, apparently Genoa wanted him as well. But he doesn't want to go to Genoa, and he said no to Genoa. His contract, of course, is up at the end of the season. Where is he going to end up? Another player that wasn't even in the squad yesterday was Folarin Balogun. Again, I look at these things very closely because sometimes it's a big indicator to me of what's happening. Not even in the squad. And as I said yesterday, much as we really want to see this kid playing, the reality of it is he's quite far down the pecking order. You know what I mean? You've got Aubameyang, who scored yesterday. You've got Lacazette. You've got Martinelli. Those three are ahead of him. Eddie Nketiah looks like he's ahead of him at the moment as well. But even if Eddie ain't, he's got those three to negotiate. He wasn't even in the squad. He hasn't sorted out his new contract yet. The manager, Mikel Arteta, seems very unhappy with his agent, seemingly saying that basically the agent's trying to force a move when the player really wants to stay. What's going to happen with him? Will they just try and cash in on him? Something needs to be sorted out with him, but he didn't even get into the squad yesterday, which tells a big, big story. Also, another thing I noticed yesterday, Eddie Nketiah. Again, these are the sort of games that he'd be starting in. He didn't start, and he didn't get on either. Not used. These are the type of games in which Eddie has been, for a lot of the season, has been used in these games. He didn't even get off the bench and play. Could that be to do with the fact that maybe Arsenal are considering selling him to West Ham? West Ham are interested, said to be anything between 20. Arsenal apparently want 30. They will never get that. But maybe Arsenal are kind of warming to that idea of maybe moving Eddie Nketiah on. And maybe Mikel Arteta said, right, you know what, I'm only going to bring him on in the case of a kind of emergency, like, one of the strikers get injured. Remember, Martinelli got injured before the game started. So was that significant, or was it just the tactics on the day? Again, it's interesting. It's interesting to try and decipher what is going on and to try and decipher who's going to be staying and who's going to be going in this transfer window. Julian Brandt yesterday, Borussia Dortmund, they got a great win yesterday over in Germany. They beat RB Leipzig, high-flying RB Leipzig away 3-1. Brandt was on the bench. I think he came on, but he was on the bench in the game. Again, he's not a starter at the moment for Borussia Dortmund. The rumours are behind the scenes that they are willing to sell him this January transfer window. They want about £22 million for him. Could Arsenal move for Julian Brandt? Or will they wait until the summer to try and get maybe a Buendia? Because Buendia is looking more and more, even though he didn't play yesterday, but that was more because Norwich went with a very weakened team. But still, rumours flying around about Julian Brandt and the possibility of him maybe moving to Arsenal. This guy propped up yesterday, today, as a possible link to Arsenal, a possible player of interest to Arsenal. He's got a great name by the name, Mana Solomon. Love that name, Mana Solomon, man. That's a cool name, right? He plays for Shakhtar Donetsk. He's an Israeli international. He's 21, a really explosive, quick, direct player who plays in midfield. Arsenal said to be scouting him heavily and really interested in bringing him in. Now, I don't know if it's a January move or I don't know if it's a summer move, but they're very interested in this kid. He nearly signed for Manchester City in 2017. So that would suggest that Mikel Arteta may be familiar with him. Atalanta put in a 20 million euro bid for him, but that was rejected. And he's, getting a lot of interest around some of the top clubs in Europe, including Arsenal, said to be very interested in him. So could that happen? That would be very interesting to see what happens. Of course, as we know, we're looking for a midfielder, and he is a midfielder. And midfielders nowadays, you want them to play anywhere across that sort of midfield area, and this guy can do all of that. So Mana Solomon, remember the name. He's one getting linked at the moment. Could that be a possibility of a player coming in at Arsenal? This week is going to be quite interesting. First of all, Ozil. Surely this week that will get cleared up one way or the other. It's looking like Fenerbahce. Hopefully that gets sorted. It's just going on and on and on. Time to get that sorted. Sokratis, Mustafi, lots of the deadwood moving out. And listen, for a lot of them, it's for their benefit. I saw yesterday, Kolasinac apparently had a great game for Schalke. Schalke won their first game in ages, and he was supposed to be in a big part of that. So let some of these guys move out. Let them go and play football. Let us move on. Let's go and get the players we need, and let's build a good squad. And certainly, those young players are leading the way. Listen, thanks for watching the show today. Don't forget, we're going to be back tonight with a Lover live show. We'll be discussing transfers, so make sure you check it out, AFTV Transfer Daily Extra. But thanks for watching the show today, and I will be back tomorrow.